All right, guys, Murph is upon us. It's happening Saturday, as you guys know. And I just wanted to put together a very quick little checklist that I want you guys to pay attention to over the coming days so that you're set up for success for Murph. First off, food, hydration, and sleep. These are no-brainers, whether we've got Murph or not. But when we do have a big event, something super taxing like Murph is, we need to make sure that we're paying special attention to those aspects, right? So making sure that the quality of your food is nice and solid. We don't want anything to be an irritant or create that inflammation in the body. We want to make sure that we're eating enough to fuel the days prior. And when we talk about hydration, we're thinking about obviously water, but also electrolytes, because here in Texas, obviously, we're going to be sweating all the time no matter what. But then when we do a really hard workout like Murph, and it's a sustained effort for quite a while, we need to be on top of our electrolyte balance. So we sell that element in the front office. Maybe grab some of those pouches. Liquid IV is fine. What's the other one? Noon is okay. My personal preference is the element, just because it's a little bit cleaner and the ratios seem to be a little bit more effective. But in any case, you can also just squeeze lemon and put some salt in some water, and you're going to get some good benefits from that. So you don't have to overcomplicate it. But we don't want to just be drinking water all the time. Could be just as bad as not drinking anything. So we want to find that balance, and specifically that electrolyte balance. And then sleep. As we all know, you can't really make up for bad sleep. Okay, so there might be some anxiety the night before, so maybe the couple nights before, let's make sure that we're going to bed maybe a little bit earlier, read a book rather than being on your phone or watching TV until you fall asleep and then wake up 2 hours later and now you're going to bed, right? Be mindful about your sleep hygiene. Keep your home or your room nice and cool and dark. Try to eliminate any sort of extra light, that kind of stuff. It can make a huge difference. I know these seem like, well, maybe to some folks they seem pretty basic, but they do make a really big difference. Now, moving into step 2, making sure that we're fueling ourselves appropriately before the workout and warming up appropriately for the workout. So I would suggest, this is a little tricky because it's a personal preference thing. If you're a morning person and you typically work out in the morning, I would stick with the same routine. This is a longer workout at a little bit higher intensity that's going to be sustained. So you might look at your fueling a little bit differently than just an hour of our regular TCS classes where it's warm up, some strength portion, and it's all kind of like broken up. This is sustained, go, go, go. So we have to kind of fuel appropriately. I would suggest a good, strong helping of carbohydrates. And when we talk about that, I'm thinking like a sweet potato or fruit, not pancakes or pasta or anything like that, right? Way too close to the actual event to be jamming that stuff down our face hole. So let's make sure it's good, easily digestible carbohydrates and protein. So if you don't eat eggs before a workout, and you never have, don't eat an egg before a workout, right? Same would go for like a whey protein shake. If you don't typically do a protein shake, don't do a protein shake. We don't know how that's gonna react in our gut, so it's not worth it, right? Stick with things that you know you can digest and that are friendly for you, okay? But we do want carbohydrate and we want protein, so make sure those things are happening. On this note as well, get here early, right? The first heat starts at 7 o'clock. The second heat starts at 8:15. If you're getting here assuming that the warm-up is part of that process, it's not, okay? You need to get here early and do your warm-up. I will have it written up as a suggested warm-up, getting yourself ready to go. But you will have to get here early to do that, right? So make sure that you understand the heat will kick off at 7 o'clock, right? That doesn't mean we're warming up together as a group and then we'll start 15 minutes later, okay? So super important, get here early and be fueled. And then our third point here, things to bring. Water, and then again, we've got the LMNT. So I know for myself, I'm gonna have my water bottle next to me. I've got the LMNT already in there. Every once in a while, I might take a sip just to kind of like, recompose and then find some more hydration mid-workout. But to be quite honest, I'm gonna try to limit that as much as possible. But if I feel like I'm needing just a mental break for a second and then I can get back in, I can leverage that time by getting a little bit of hydration and electrolytes. Next one, a beach towel. I know this sounds weird, but when we're doing Murph, especially in Austin, pull up, push up, squat, if our hands are getting sweaty and then we're just burying them in chalk and then we're gripping a sweaty bar, that's when the hands tear, okay? The beach towel will help you keep your hands dry for a longer period of time, right? As you do your push-ups, you're passively drying your hands off, and then you can basically utilize it however you need to throughout the workout. Obviously, we'll have the gym towels like usual, but that beach towel kind of allows us to keep the hands dry as we go. Also, selfishly, it keeps all the chalk handprints off the black mats. Not a huge deal, but there are mutual benefits to the beach towel, so I would suggest bringing it. Post-workout fuel, huge, okay? You guys just did a very taxing effort. You need to make sure that you're taking fuel in as soon as you can, right? Maybe not within the first 5 minutes of finishing the workout. That might not go so well, but within the hour, you need to have really quite a bit of protein and quite a bit of carb, right? We want to avoid fat after the workout for the first 2 hours or so, right? Get the protein in, get the carbohydrates in. That's going to start the recovery process in the correct way, that those nutrients can get into the body faster, and then we can basically start that recovery process much faster. Yep. Now, kind of side notes here, positive attitude. Nobody wants to work out next to somebody that's in a shit mood, just being a, mopey or complaining about it, especially with this workout, right? There's no room for complaining, right? We're not gonna have that. So making sure that you come in, recognizing what this workout's about, with the right attitude, just putting your nose and eyes down and just going to work, right? Supporting one another comes a long way in regards to that positive attitude. Whenever you get in your mind or your little pain cave or you're feeling sorry for yourself, step outside of yourself and cheer somebody else on. It's going to help you kind of take a break from all the internal bullshit that's going on and allows you to kind of reconnect with other humans doing this thing that's actually pretty special. Okay? And finally, high standards for yourselves in regards to movement. I don't care if it takes you 3 hours to finish Murph, right? I really don't. What I need you guys to understand is that this workout is more than a workout, and we have to uphold standards. Despite being tired, despite it being difficult, we have to do every little thing that we set our mind to as perfectly as we can. Okay, so our pull-ups, full range of motion. Our push-ups, full range of motion in good body position. Our squats, guys, we squat every single day at TCS. No coach should have to come around and tell you to get a little bit lower, right? In regards to your specific range of motion, okay? So we all know what that is. Let's just make sure that we're coming in, understanding the mission, right? The goal of the workout, the purpose of the workout, and the positive attitude and the high standards go along with that. All right? If you guys have questions about it, need any more clarification on any of this stuff, let me know. but I'm looking forward to it, and I'm excited to see you guys.